My name is Julie McCann. I live in Coppell, Texas. I'm the lead trainer for Get You in Shape. I was just looking for something different, something that would challenge me beyond just working out at a gym on my own. Just something to change it up. I had retired from my corporate job and kind of been getting after my own health and wellness and trying to get fit and lose some weight. And done that successfully on my own, but I needed to go the next step and something I was gonna stick with and just give me a little more challenge than what I had before. It was something different. It said at the time it was boot camp, and I thought, ooh, that sounds like something tough, and I just felt like it was going to, give me that challenge I was looking for. And lo and behold, it was definitely that kind of environment. It was a group environment. I wasn't quite thinking I was a big joiner in groups, but it turned out to be something that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the people, I enjoyed the challenge, and I never got bored with the workouts. Here I am, 8.5 years later, and I still like the workouts all the time. For me, the journey started, 8.5 years ago, and I was sitting on the curb of the 4th of July parade and got the little card. Said, come try us out. And that's what motivated me to get off that curb and try something different. This environment right away I knew was something, a good mix in between that personal training, because you got a lot of hands-on, as well as the lack of boredom. There wasn't any, because I wasn't sitting in a gym on a treadmill or doing lunges on my own. You always had some kind of program. I didn't have to think about what I needed to do because it was always ready for me right there. So I really enjoyed that. From a benefit standpoint, for me, it's not so much the results in terms of numbers. Yes, I would like to lose weight. Yes, I was glad I shut off those few last pounds I needed to at that point in my life. But for me, I was looking for something that I could see continued growth in my capabilities in terms of physical strength, in terms of toning on my body, how my clothes feel, how I look in my clothes. Yes, I look at the scale occasionally. Yes, I take my measurements occasionally, but that's not as important to me as how I feel inside and the energy level that I have, so that I can be strong in my everyday and all my things I like to do and my outside of Get You in Shape. So that's where my benefit comes from. It just keeps my ticker going and it keeps me full of energy, and with a grandbaby coming on the way, that's going to be important. A major benefit for me has been just being able to do some challenges like I'm doing right now, but also to do some races, starting with 5Ks. I think I might have gone to a 10K, but I also, in my early years, I did a half marathon, which I never would have done. Probably won't do one again, but at least it's checked. I've done it. Just running in general wasn't something I ever thought of myself doing, and I enjoyed it actually after a while. Then we actually got into doing, my husband, myself, my daughter, lots of people at boot camp, got into doing sprint triathlons. We do one at least a year as a group, but my husband and I have gone 1 year where we did one every month during the season. This month, in fact, it's January, and we're doing what they're calling an Ironman challenge, and that's doing all of the 3 activities: swim, bike, run, Ironman distances, like 112 miles on your bike, 26.2 miles running, and I think 2.4 miles swimming over the course of the month. And those are things I would have never done before Get You in Shape. And the other benefit I get from it is just the community, the people that I consider, many of them my friends now. That's something I didn't have in Coppell before I started this program. Working, traveling a lot, just didn't allow me that opportunity, and this has just really been something, a gift for me. So those benefits are things I can't quantify. I was looking for something that connected me to the community, something that allowed me to give back to other people, because I had been sort of self-absorbed in my career and my family, raising my daughter, supporting my husband. And not that that's still not important, but my daughter was going off to college, and I never looked at the fitness world as an opportunity to give back. But as I got to know the Get You in Shape community and you, Brad, having an opening as a trainer, it made me think really hard about, wow, this may be something that's a good fit for me. Not only will help me continue on my journey of health and fitness or health and wellness, but to help others, really be able to have kind of a hands-on witness to their story, to their journey, and be a small part of that. Was extremely and is extremely rewarding to me just today when we did measurements and people were seeing results that they hadn't seen before, and it's just extremely rewarding experience. I mean, I did a lot of community service activity, which was great, but it doesn't compare to when you're hands-on and working with clients and seeing the excitement in their face when they are down a couple more pounds or a few more inches, and it's just very rewarding. For me, I think this was what I felt like was a good fit because I had a lot of experience getting up in front of people in the job that I used to do in the corporate world. So I didn't have and don't have a shy bone in my body, and which allows you to have some sort of presence in front of people, because even though you want to be friends with people and have that camaraderie, you still need to, okay, class has started, let's get going, and you've got to establish that presence and that in charge attitude, and that's what our clients, I think, are looking for. And I feel like I've got that capability. I had a lot of leadership experience in my previous job, and I feel like this is just using it a different way and taking my talents to a different level, and being able to help people, guide them through an exercise, guide them through a workout, whatever that may be, and still get their respect that I do it well, I can do it well as, sit with them afterwards and have a conversation. Form those friendships and those bonds, as well as be their coach and in charge at the right time. There really is a sense of family amongst the trainers. We've had some that have come and gone, but we still keep in touch, with a lot of them. And the ones that are here, we're going to support each other 100%. We've got each other's back. If we need somebody else to cover for us, somebody's always going to be there for you. And we're not just co-workers, we're actually friends, which is not something I could say in any of my previous jobs. And I don't think very many people can say that about their work environment, that the people that they work with are truly friends and people that they can trust. So that whole sense of family is extremely rewarding and a great benefit for me. I think so many people say this in their testimonies, but just do it. It's a completely different kind of program than anything I've seen or witnessed, and being in the industry and having to go to seminars for our training and stuff like that, and the things that I know that are out there. This is truly a unique program. You're not going to find anything like this, and you have absolutely nothing to lose just to come out and try it.